this is Kristen from eartrainingimprov.com. We are now at my very favorite part. This is where we take a simple song and turn it into something that your child can really be proud of. There are many ways to embellish and fill out a song, and we go over a lot of these in the course Kid Composer. But right now I'd like to just give you a really quick overview of a couple of techniques. Here's a quick demo of what the echo technique sounds like, and then we'll go over how to introduce this into your own song. So it's a beautiful little trick. It's really easy. All you need to do is repeat the last part of each line, and typically we repeat it an octave higher to get this effect, but there's other ways to do it too, and you can experiment with those. So if you remember our pattern, we did the AABA or the ABA pattern. So just at the end of each one of those lines, so our first A line, that very last part is what we'll repeat up here. So my song, the last part of the first line went like this. F, E, G, and I'll just repeat that up here. F, E, G, and then the second line ends like this. F, E, D, so I go up an octave higher and do F, E, D. And like I said, it will sound even more like an echo if you repeat it softer than the first time. This is typically used when you have a long note that's suspended at the end of a line. And if you don't have that in your song, that's really easy to add in. So let me show you what this sounds like without the echo, because my song does have a long note that's sustained at the end of each line. And you'll hear that adding that echo in just adds so much more to the song. So listen to this and see how it sounds without the echo. Now compare that to the song with the echo added in, and you'll hear how much more beautiful the song is. The little embellishments that you add into your simple melody really make a big difference. They can turn a really simple, immature song into something that's just gorgeous that people will admire and really enjoy listening to. This technique is so easy that even young kids can learn how to do it. They won't have their left hand probably doing a pattern like this, but you can just have them learn how to do the echo. Say they were only playing a single note down here, it would just sound like this. So for a young child that's just getting started with learning how to create their own music, they can add in embellishments. Just have them keep it simple, and as they get more advanced, they'll be able to add in some of the more technical stuff and add in some more intricate left-hand patterns. But they can learn how to embellish, and they'll enjoy doing this, and their songs will sound so much better as a result. You probably noticed that in that example, my left hand was doing something much more complex than just playing a single note or a single chord and holding it. There are tons of different left-hand patterns that you can add into your song, and they make such a big difference. And it's neat because you can take the same melody and play it with a different left-hand pattern, and the song will sound completely different. In this segment, I'd like to teach you how to play the Alberti bass left-hand pattern. Alberti bass is pretty easy because it just uses our chord, and we play the notes and break them up, play them one at a time in a certain order. So we take our C chord, and our C chord is comprised of the notes C, E, and G. So instead of just playing them down and holding them like this, we're going to play C, G, E, G, C, G, E, G, like that. And whatever chord you have, you play the low note first, and then the high note, and then the middle note, in this song that I've been showing you, it would sound like this. And then I use the C chord in this song, and then I also use a G7, and we go over how to find a G7 in another part in the course. But so my G7, I just use the same pattern of the low, the high, the middle, the high. So my left hand will be going like this, and then when it's time to switch chords, switch to G7, back to C. So I'll play this for you one more time so that you can hear how this sounds. The Alberti bass is actually very simple. It does require, though, some left-hand coordination and some practice. So with a very young child, they probably want to pick an easier left-hand pattern that they can do. But they can work up to it. Just have them practice it on their own at first. And you might have them practice it with a song that only has one note per measure, so that a lot easier than having to have two things going at once. So go ahead and give the Alberti bass a try. It's a beautiful left-hand pattern that you can add in and really add a lot to your song. As you can see, embellishments are what allow you to take a simple song that is totally unremarkable and turn it into something that makes people stop and listen and ask for more. And your child will know the difference. She'll know that she's created something beautiful, and she'll be confident, she'll be excited to perform it for other people. And then she'll get positive feedback from all the people who love her song. And this will start a cycle of more confidence, the desire to keep working hard, the desire to keep progressing and creating more beautiful music. And Kid Composer helps you accomplish this. Kid Composer is a course that you can use over and over again. Use these formulas to create an unlimited number of songs. We'll show you some different left-hand patterns that you can throw in there so that you can take one song and make it sound like a multitude of different songs. Changing the left-hand pattern gives the song a completely different feel. And I've got different embellishments that range from gorgeous to a big and bold sound. So I invite you to check out Kid Composer at eartrainingimprov.com/kidcomposer.